Okay. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? I am late, so I'm sorry. Why is my face so white? I'm not this white. Hello, everybody. I'm late and I'm sorry. So, if you are, let me see if I can share the stream. Let me support my phone. Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna wait for people to join. It's actually a very nice background. I never actually sat down and hello everybody. Hello everybody. I'm going to share my life. So that it sounded as though I'm sharing my life. I'm not sharing my life. I'm sharing my life. It's okay, be serious. Oof, I'm tired, but the girls gotta do what the girls gotta do. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. All right, so I am sharing. I kind of like forgot I didn't copy the link well. Copy the link. Let's share to you. Where is everybody? Praise the Lord, oh my soul. I'm gonna pray. Praise the Lord, oh my soul. Okay, we are live. Bro, I don't know if I'm gonna wait for this people to come. I should just keep on studying because no time, no time, no time, no time. I'm going to praise the Lord. Hello, we have one person joining us. Hello, one person. Just comment where you're joining me from, where you're streaming from, and you can start putting in the questions because I won't stay here for long. I have too many things to do. Too many things to do. Hello, who is joining me? Where are you joining me from? Who else do I need to share this with? Hello. Hello, Eddie Bell Space. Where are you joining me from? You can start asking the questions. De toutes les façons, je vais laisser la vidéo pour les autres personnes. Donc, quand il va arriver, bon, bref, ouf, ça éteint. Quand il va arriver, ils vont pouvoir suivre. Je pense que ça, c'est mieux. Mon visage est moins blanc. Je pense que je préfère ça. This is Georgette from Ghana. Hi, Georgette from Ghana. Comment tu vas? Tu parles français ou pas? Tu parles français? Parce que là, je vais vraiment mélanger. Je suis trop fatiguée. Donc, je vais mélanger français et anglais. I'm going to be mixing French and English. I'm just super tired. Ok. Super. Donc, tu peux déjà commencer à poser des questions sur le commentaire. Alors, donc, moi, j'ai reçu pas mal de questions par rapport... I've received quite a number of questions concerning the TAPIF journey. Were you selected? I believe you were selected. I had to. So I believe you were selected, right? Where were you posted to? Où est-ce que tu as été affecté? Yay! Congratulations. Where were you posted to? Ça se dit, n'est-ce pas? Where were you posted to? Right. J'attends, enfin, on va juste causer pendant que j'attends d'autres personnes. Je vais lire les questions qui m'ont été posées. Ah, d'accord. Je connais pas trop, mais c'est bien. Alors, donc je vais commencer. I'm going to start with the first question. There's this girl that has been following me since way before she was selected. Has been asking me questions, really intellectual questions. Um, so I'm going to start with accommodation because it's a very, you know, it's a very fragile part of the job. For those that were given accommodation by the academy, très bien. Vous n'avez vraiment rien à vous inquiéter. You don't need to, voilà, c'est très bien. If you are given accommodation by your school, it's very good. You just need to continue the procedures with your school. But I'm talking for those that were not given accommodations by their school. What would you do? Well, for those that weren't given accommodation, this is actually the period where you start writing to um, this is the period where you start writing to how did you blend TAPIF and doing masters? Okay, I'll get to that. So this is the time where you start writing to people applying for school from accommodation, and hopefully you get one before coming to France. Or you can write to your prof ref, and then your prof ref will be able to assist you. Not all of them actually do, but most of them actually are benevolent enough to assist you in getting accommodation. Now, how did I blend my TAPIF and the masters? It was a tough one. I wouldn't lie. It was really, really tough. If you studied in Ghana, Nigeria, and if you worked and studied in your first degree, it won't be that challenging for you. It was really challenging for me because my first degree, I didn't work and study at the same time. I was mostly doing the studies. So I would go to the library, from library, I'm home, eating, back to nine class for, it was like a circle for me. So here it was really tough because I had to combine 12 hours working as a tapifa and doing a full-time study master's. My master's was not a part-time, it was a full-time, meaning there were days where I would go to work as a tapifa in the morning and come back. I think this light is making my skin, okay, it's the reflection that's making my skin look white. Uh-huh. No, wait, let me fix this thing. Okay. Because I know I'm not white. Okay, so there'll be times when I would go to there'll be times where I would go to work in the morning and then I have an exam to write in the afternoon. I remember one time that I was writing, I went to work, but I went because I was writing an exam that day. I had to go like an hour early so I can study. I was dozing up. I didn't sleep the night before studying. There was one of my colleagues that entered the staff room. I was like, Courage. I'm like, bro, if only you know. So it wasn't easy. I'm going to start from the beginning. I came to France 2022, and I came to France knowing that I wanted to do my master's. Even during the interview, I did mention that I wanted to do my master's, that it's something that I'm looking forward to. And if I have the opportunity, I would do my master's program. It's something I think I mentioned either during my interview or before or after. I know I did mention it. So I had that in mind. When I came in October, I applied with Campus France. I was too lazy to apply with Mon Master and the rest. I applied with Campus France, and thanks to my friends that really encouraged me, I applied and we did the whole process in the interview. I got admission to, I think, two schools. I didn't check for the rest. The one that I checked, two schools, and then I picked one. So when I picked my school is in Aix en Provence. And since I finished my first year as a TAPIFA, what I did was I'm started giving the gems down. So please pay attention. So when I got selected as a TAPIF, when I got the admission, I'm so tired. Eh. When I got the admission in let me together my thoughts. I got the admission and I started asking questions. This is one thing that's going to save you as a tapifa here in France, especially as a new tapifa, the first year, is ask questions. Don't keep to yourself. Nobody likes me. This one, that one. Ask questions. It is very, very important. If I had quicker access, in quote, easier access, because I ask questions, I will disturb you. If you like say no, yeah, but I will disturb you, because it's me that I'm the one looking for something. I will go to the extra mile to ask questions. So I asked a couple of my friends questions, and then they told me that I should write a letter. So when I got my admission, I knew that okay, I wanted to do my master's. This is the program I'm going to be doing after the first year. And I wrote a letter to FEE. And what they did was, they didn't reply to me. They didn't reply. So in my head, maybe they saw it, they did not see it. I didn't know. But obviously, I believe they did because they granted my wish. And I wrote to them and I told them that I've gotten admission. I think I attached my certificate de scolarité. That's your admission letter. I attached it and I told them that I've gotten admission and I would love to be assigned to this region because of my school, my master's program. And I assured them that obviously I did great in my first year as a TAPIFA. My conseiller pedagogique was really proud of me. She even wanted me to stay back, but I got admission somewhere else. So, but she's an angel. Anybody that's going to Laval, say just give her kisses for me. She's an angel. So I don't want to mention her name, just yeah. So I wrote the letter to them and I told them that I assured them of my dedication of still becoming an assistant in my second year, but I wanted to just do this beside aside side to side with studying. And I remember the Tuesday I was at work, I was in the toilet or I was somewhere, and I just checked and I saw that j'étais affectée ici en fait à Aix Marseille, Académie Aix Marseille. I was elated, I was excited, I was overjoyed, and after that, I went back to my friends again. I said, okay, they've assigned me to this region, but regions can be vast. It's like someone posted you to uh, Accra. I'm saying Accra because I know someone is watching from Ghana. If you're just joining me, put in where you're watching so it'll be more interesting. I'll know where you're watching me from. So imagine I'm assigned to Accra. I know Accra is a very big place. I've never been to Ghana before. I would really love to, but there are different places in Accra, all right? So because I was assigned to X Marseille Academy d'Aix Marseille, I wanted to be assigned to my school. My friend said, "Okay, Sophia, write another letter," which I did. I wrote another letter. Mind you, this is my story. Oh, I'm not saying that because it works for me, it's going to work for you. I'm just sharing what happened to me, right? So I wrote another letter and I told them that okay, so I appreciated that they posted me to this academy. That I'm really grateful. I assured them again in my letter that I'm going to be dedicated to my work and this and that. Not my studies are not going to interrupt my dedication to my work as a TAPIF, as an English language assistant. And then I now shift in if they could assign me to this city, Aix-en-Provence. I just did it though. Yeah, I'm a Christian, so I prayed kabashed in the night. I prayed and I was really hopeful. It was a really tough time for me because that was like the last phase of my visa. And I needed to, normally the legal thing to do is after the TAPIF era, you go back to your country, you renew, and then if you're selected, you come back to France. But because I'd already gotten admission, I knew that if I was able to change my visa, I would be able to stay. Right. And so yeah, it was a really tough time. Just know that it's not going to be all rosy, but it's worth it, whatever it is you're going to be doing. Like, what I mean, whatever it is, like, if you're planning on um doing the TAPIF, it's not 100% rosy, but it's worth it. It's a beautiful experience. So after I wrote that letter, I believe few weeks later, I checked and I got affected to Aix-en-Provence. Amazing. Amazing. That's why most of my friends, my chubby friends, they call me soft girl Sophia. I don't like stress. I like stress. I don't really like stress. So I got affected to Aix-en-Provence, to God be the glory. And after that, I wrote to my friends. I have a very good friend of mine. I don't know. I don't want to mention names, but I have another good friend. I'm just surrounded by good people. That's something you need to know. As you're coming here, build good friendship and be surrounded by good people. I'm going to tell you how my friends helped me. Let me not even, Sha, it's not everything I'm going to say. I'm going to dish out here. So I eventually moved to Aix-en-Provence, and so that's it. I've been here, and when I got here, yes. So when I got here, I had to now combine. I had to write a letter to my school because I discovered the schools that I was affected to. So I had to write a letter to them, introducing myself as a new language assistant to their school, presenting my portfolio, and then requesting that I now shipped in that I'm a student, all right? If you don't mind, like, that's, I was, being polite, that I'm a student, like, if you don't mind, I know you're going to be assigning classes to me, but would it be possible that the classes you assign to me be in alignment with my school timetable, that as soon as my school timetable is out, I will give it to you. So I gave it to them, and God being so kind, they're so nice, and they agreed. So my university time, my master's timetable aligned with my work timetable, and that's how I did it for the 2 years of my studies as a master's student. I'm curious, how can I get a side job in addition to TAPI so I can make? Okay, so side jobs, it's risky. Rest. Oh, side job is actually not advised legally. You're not supposed to work. You're not supposed to do something else aside your TAPIF work. But I remember when in my first year, um, I worked diligently. When I mean diligently, I proved my worth to my students, to my teachers, to my conseiller pédagogique, and to the point that it was even my conseiller pédagogique that told me that I should draft out flyers, that I could be doing home lessons with the children if the parents are interested. Because, like, you get to a point that if you are good, parents will be children will talk, children will talk to their parents, and they will call you for private jobs, all right, private teaching jobs. And aside that, there are other private jobs, but it depends on the visa you're coming to France with, because there's some visas that nobody else can employ you, all right, legally, except you want to do illegal things. That's legally nobody else can employ you. So it depends on the visa you're coming to France with. The visa you were granted in your home country. So that's it. That's all I can say publicly about that. Any other question, please ask. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I'm going to try to stay for a while to answer most of the questions. There are some questions about clothes. Any clothes you're wearing, any of your normal clothes in your country, those are summer wear here. That's what you wear in summer here, summer and spring. But for winter and autumn, you need something thick. This thing I'm wearing now, it's summer. I cannot dress like this in winter, not even in the house. Did you teach college and lycée? If yes, please teaching plans. Okay, I taught everybody. Everybody like this. I taught in my first year. I taught elementary class, and I taught maternelle children. Like we were playing and we're dancing. And I also taught in my second and third year. I taught lycée and college. Teaching plans. Do I have one? That I know where I kept it? I don't know if I know where I kept it, but I believe I do. I honestly believe I do have one. Oh my god. Combining masters, there were days, bro, like there were days where I don't know, let me not say some things here. But I know I have teaching plans, just that I don't know where I kept it. I don't know where I kept it. But just know that if you want to do masters and TAPIF work, it's not for children. It's not um it's not an easy something. Because you're going to work and your colleagues, your teachers will want some things from you. So it's like as I'm entering my school gates, I'm dropping the cap of students. I'm wearing the cap of TAPIF. I will go do this. My teacher was like, Sophia, can you do this? There are some days, even the teaching plan you're talking about, there are some days you will plan something and then your teachers will be like, no, Sophia, can you do this? Yeah. So can you do this to the students? I'm working on this. Can you continue? Can you take the oral part? Because our job is to do conversation. Yeah. Me, I can count the number of times I wrote on the board. I'm here to help the students communicate. So we're doing things all around communicating. We would gist, we would argue, debate. It was back to back, back to back. We would sing. I sing. I love to sing. So we would sing, do karaoke, and I ask them for and this I did this mostly for the students that their vocabularies weren't good. So we'd sing and then I'll ask them which are the words which words did you understand, what does it mean, and stuff like that. So yeah. But if I can find it, I could share the teaching plans. As if I find it. So it's somewhere in the laptop. Any more questions? Yeah, so I've discussed about clothes. Clothes, yes, like your normal outfits in your country is the summer and spring outfit here. When you're coming, bring underwears. Ladies, bring underwears because underwears here is very expensive. Jesus. Bring underwears, bring your bra, bring your pants. You can bring. I would love to get in touch to that. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I have a website that I don't know if I can go to another site. I think I can. I hope, okay. I have a website that I normally go for quick presentation. ESL learning lesson plan, something like that. Well, let me check if I can find it. I'll just copy and paste it. Um, chibi. Is it ESL or ISL? Something like English. ESL English. Yes, ISL Collective. Okay, so I'm going to send this to the comment section. I texted you on TikTok. You did? Thank you. You're welcome. So this one now. I get on the days where I get because trust me, I'm a human being. So the days where I feel really, really exhausted from class and I'm supposed to go to work the following day, and I know what I want to teach. I'm just going to go there quickly, I'll type it, and then you will see different kinds of topic with PowerPoint already. It's ready. God bless whoever did this. Bless the person for Sophia. So I go there and I use it. I of course I try to change and adapt it to my class, and that's what I do for some of the classes. While the rest I use Canva and do my own PowerPoints on my phone. Easy. Yeah, more questions. When you're coming, I'm not going to give details of this experience, but when you're coming, have in mind that you're not friends with your colleagues, but you must be friendly with them. Huh? You must be friendly. When they'll say, "Oh, do you want to go out for a coffee?" Go. "Oh, do you want to go?" Go, because you want to be friends with them. Anywho, you want to be friends with them. You want to be cordial with them. You want them to, at the end of the day, at the end of your TAPIF, actually see you as someone that's integrated with the system and not always be to yourself and no, you want to do your thing by yourself. Mingle with them. What do you do during your breaks? Exactly what I'm saying. Me, I'm not always together with them. I'm not lie, but it depends. I flow with the vibe I get, right? If I see that the vibe is, Sophia, you can come with us. You can do this with us. You can. I will flow. I will flow. I remember my first year. I was literally eating. We had this very big table. My first year was literally. I think that's my best year as a tappy for my first year. Right, it's the best, the best, hands down. So they would invite me in the big table, like one time, en fait, on va s'asseoir, on va manger ensemble, on mange ensemble, on boit ensemble. Il y a des fois où, je pense que même la dernière fois, le dernier jour, j'ai même préparé mes repas, mes plats nigérians et je les ai refaits. Ils ont tous mangé, ils ont bien rigolé. C'était très, très bien. But when I came here, it's a lycée. They don't have my time. And me, you give me this vibe like this, I will give you vibe like this. So it's not like you're giving me this vibe and I'm not giving you. No, I flow. That's my own kind of person. I think it worked for me. I think. So during my break, if I'm not here when I go here, because they're friendly but not always that open. They're busy on their own. So I work on my project, I work on my dossier, my schoolwork. That's what I do. I work in my schoolwork. I don't really mingle with the students during the break, except because the students they're not the type where lycée, especially lycée. I'm talking about lycée. These grown up people, they're doing their own thing. If they come to me, that like I think there was when I was in the library because I went to the library a lot, to the point that the librarian even knew me and my name. I went to the library. I hope I've returned all the books I'm owing how. I think I did. I returned the books, yeah. I returned the books. I returned it. I returned it. Yeah. So I would rather go to the library. So some of the students when they will see me in the library, they will come say hi. And those that want to, you say hi to me, I say hi to you. You say hi, bye, whatever you say. I flow with what I get. I don't overdo. Yeah. If you give me one, I give you one. Give me zero, I give you zero. But all I know is that I am friendly. I smile. Even if I know that I have a tough presentation in the afternoon and I'm going to work in the morning. You won't even know. You may know by my eye bag. Some days I use makeup to cover it. Some days no, there's no ginger to do makeup. So you may know by my eyes, but my expression, my body language, I always give energy and um dynamisme. Je sais pas comment ça se dit en français. Quelle autre question? There was somebody else that asked question. I've answered the question about masters. I think it will good for masters. Which other one again? Hmm. So somebody asked me if it is good for her to purchase devices like phone, laptop once you get there. Yes, it's good to purchase it when you get here. It's better because um, here we use this charger, and if you're coming from an English speaking country, it's the 3 mile. So it's better when you get here. Save your money, bring it here. You buy your things here. I got my laptop here. I got my phone. I've not bought another phone. So I bought laptop here. I bought my reading device here. So it's best when you get here you buy your appliance. What other question? I'm reading. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you for your company, Bella. Thank you. Tick, tick, tick. So someone also asked me about scholarships. I never applied. I didn't apply to any scholarship, but I know of a friend, not friend, I know of an acquaintance who applied for a scholarship and she's currently she was a language assistant and is currently studying in the UK and I think she's on scholarship. So there are scholarship opportunities outside France. In France there are as well. I don't know anything about it. I did not apply. I did not apply. I, I did not apply. I did not apply. So I really don't know anything about scholarship. Nothing. I don't even know the names. I'm not a servant when it comes to scholarship anywhere in France or anywhere else. I I I paid for my school fees myself. It's not expensive. It's 243 for some schools if it's taught in French. Um, which other question? I think I've answered most of the questions. There was a question a girl asked me on Instagram. Sent me a very long message. Okay, okay. So it's about masters. She will watch this video later. I've answered the question about masters. Um, and yes, please, if you are selected as a language assistant and you don't have any legal means to stay back in France, please go back to your home country. You can apply again, and if you did well, you will definitely be selected to come back to France. Don't stay here illegally. That one is very, very important. So I think I've answered most questions. Is there any other question? Once you're coming to France, you can come with, depends on how much you can afford. Um, at least you'll come with something that even if you don't receive your pay in the first month, you'll be able to cope to the next month. However, your budget is, have that in mind. Imagine you're coming to France and you don't receive your pay in October. You're going to receive it in November. How would you cope? The amount of money that you can afford to sustain yourself to the next month, bring it with you. Just gonna stay here for about 2 more minutes and then I'll end the live. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. All right. Okay. This is where I draw the curtain. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm going to be saving the video so for others to come and watch it later. Take care of yourself and don't stress. Prepare. You've been selected already. So prepare and do the best you can when coming to France. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Bye.